Welcome back, everyone. Now that we're not doing Red Green Luffy, I wanted to see if there was any other leaders that were viable for the Set 13 meta, and I came across someone who had just won a big tournament in Japan with Kuzan, and that brought Kuzan back to my memory because I did forget about it. I didn't even actually play Kuzan in Set 12. I was still on Green Purple Luffy. Now, in Japan, they're on 14 and EBO 3, so they have the 5 cost Hina, and I think that's the only card he played that we did not currently have. And Japan isn't currently going through like Emu, Zoro, Ace meta. It's a lot healthier. There's a lot more variety of stuff, but the cards that the guy was playing made me realize that a lot of it works for the current meta. So we have like basically copied a lot of it and then revised a little bit of it to play in for Set 13. So with that, we got 4 Searchers, Tashigis, 4 Searchers, Sengokus. This is one of the cards that people weren't originally playing. They were playing because we were not in Set 12. It wasn't really a blocker heavy meta, and no one's really playing Kuzan in Set 13. This is really good against Emu for, preventing their Workery from blocking. And then it's just nice because that's like their key engine piece. It also prevents Marco from blocking. So, and then Kyoshiro if you need it. You don't really play it like that in Zoro because you can't really expect to keep it safe in that matchup. Next, we have 4 Gion, another 2K. And this is good against Emu. So another anti-Emu card because you throw this out. They can't activate their events without costing another card, which is pretty devastating, especially in the early game when they can't afford to do so. And then it also gives them a target to force them to pop it with Marco. So hit them. They can't use the event that time it's out. Otherwise, it costs them 2 cards that they can't afford. And then it ends up costing them a card later anyway. Now, the guy was only playing 3 puddings, but because we don't have the Hina, I decided to max it out. Cannot find anything else I wanted to play. Of course, pudding is also like a big anti-ace card. So this is a really funny card for that. And then he also was not playing Marco, which I found very surprising because I just assumed like almost every blue deck moving forward should be playing like 4 Marcos. So he was playing the 3 cost blocker Brook. Couldn't understand why. The only thing I could think of is when he plays all these 6 cost cards that we have, playing the 3 cost would leave him 1 Dawn open for an event counter. And I think it was just like place like its other on play effect was like place a 1 cost on bottom or something. But I prefer the Marco. The Brook also does have a 1K counter. Our last 2K is the Zephyr. Then we have our usual bosses here. Sorry. Alright, now our bosses here is why this is really good against the meta. 1, because all our bosses are 8K. That hits into Ace perfectly. 2K over, that's your sweet spot. And because these are all so big, Zoro has a hard time getting them. Now, Zoro unfortunately can attack them twice, but since they're easy to defend, we're gonna just have to play with that weakness. But Zoro taking any of these little ones out, I don't care, right? Marco's meant to be taken out. Like everything else, Searchers, whatever. Consistent piece is whatever. He also was not playing 2 Slave Arrow. I wanted to toss in 2 Slave Arrow. I could bounce the Sengoku against Emu. I could bounce the Gion. Especially like if it stays out and I attack with it. I could bounce anything else for a cheap 4K. And then, of course, we got Pheasant Peck. Then we got Ford Red Rock. I originally wanted to do 3 Red Rock and a Gravity Blade because Gravity Blade does still come up a lot, especially in like the Zoro matchup. Unfortunately, Gravity Blade just does not fit well in this deck because 7 cost is so awkward here. Because if you do a 7 cost, you really can't play any like support cards in the later turns. Like if you did a Red Rock, I would hope I could do a Red Rock plus like a Marco or something in the late stages of the game. Plus Red Rock is also like a anti-ace card to get rid of the big blocker Whitebeards. All right, so with that, let's get some games in. We'll try to keep it brief. Oh, Zoro right off the bat. So, okay, can't enter. All right, Emu. So let's go Emu. Ooh, we steal it. Of course, this is a going second deck. So we will take second, and then we will mulligan this. Yeah, mulligan that. Ooh, nice. So let's see what they get. Reveal. Never existed, of course. Do that, fine. I don't really have a first turn play. So, whatever. Draw and pass. On 3 Dawn, they also don't really have a play here. Sharia and whatever, or attack, which I do not care. I would counter out if I could this early, though. Simply because I know that attacks later are very damaging. So I would counter out if I could. Wait, they might give me a chance to counter out. Because he might just swing with... Oh, he's going to swing with 6. Dang, if it was the 5, I was probably just going to trash the... yeah, we'll take that. We're going to have to take that. I could just do a quick -1 here. Doesn't really do much. No, we're gonna go to 4. I want to drop out of Kuzan. Yeah, I want to drop out of Kuzan. Dropping that. Don't have Kuzan, but we still got this draw. Still don't have a Kuzan. Okay. That's unfortunate. I wanted to drop out of Kuzan because whatever they drop here, I wanted to stun it so it didn't do anything to me. So it didn't hurt to not drop the pudding there. But if we don't see it, we can't help that. So he's going to add another one of those. At this point, I will give him this one. We got to use our cards sparingly. As good as this is, I don't have another good turn to drop it. So I don't want to keep it in hand. It would have been a good idea. A lot of people would probably have kept it and give him a 2K, considering you add a card back. But, I mean, it doesn't... I mean, it's not a plus. It's not really a plus. I mean, it is, but it isn't at the same time. I don't know how else to describe that. All right, so 6. He's got 5. That's not going to fly. So we're gonna put him. We're gonna put him. We have nothing else. We literally had nothing else. So we're gonna do a 5 here, and then a poke for 5, and then oh, so got a card off of him. Now, hopefully that means since we poked him, he might use one of his attacks on it, hoping it doesn't poke him again. Because I think next turn we drop Garp, toss this card away. That's the other thing with Red Rock against this matchup. Because we can just toss it. Oh my god, he's already at 19? Jeez, that was quick. Because we can trash all these cards so early, we don't really have to worry about it. At least not about it being a brick. Alright, come on. Hit me. 5K. I guess at this point I give him a counter. Here, and because this might hit for 7 or 6, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and counter this out too, because I don't know what he's doing. He's gonna drop a blocker. He's going to drop a blocker. Now, when we Garp, drop this, attach a Dawn here, we're going to get extra attacks. So that's going to be nice. Alright, so we're at 8. Swing here. He gives it to us. Deploy this. Trash this. Drop this. Draw here. And then draw 2 cards off of that. Then we'll do this to trash. He's going to go to 10. He's going to go to 10. Do I still want the pudding? I think he has enough cards, and then he's going to add more, that I do want the pudding. Because I don't think, yeah. Since he doesn't have a, yeah, you can have that. That was a bait attack anyway. Because he's got a 10 elders here, and then add more cards. I'll probably pudding and Marco next turn. I want a pudding and Marco. Because he's got, oh, the heck. Okay, I will take that. Trash 1, draw 1, no. I think he's just going to drop the 10 elder on me. No. Oh, even if he did and just left it out. Red Rock. Now that I'm worried about that, though. You know what? We'll toss away Red Rock. And then we'll drop this. Wow, we are sitting so good. He really doesn't have a 10 elders. That sucks for him. That sucks. Yeah, we're just gonna swing 5. I could cycle, but I actually like this hand, so because I don't want to cycle. The only thing I would cycle would be the Garp or the Kuzan. I don't really want to drop that. So, because I could have attached 2. No real point in doing that, though. Alright, now he's getting to the point where I don't need to keep pudding. But at this point, it's also too late to do this, really. But we can go ahead and get rid of it. If he doesn't drop a 10, he's done. Yeah, there you go. Still doesn't do anything to me here. He could take one of these if I let him. I'd have to let him take it. I'd have to actually let him take it. Yeah, with 4 bodies on the board like this, it's going to be hard for him to make a comeback here. If he wants to take one of the bodies, he would attack, be smart to attack it first, and then attack while it's weakened. But we'll see. We will see. I'll also do against an ace, which I really think is easy. I don't know for sure, but on paper it seems like it should be easy. Just because if we meet them every turn, okay. If we meet them every turn with their white beard to our red rock, it should be fine. Okay. No block, but I will give you this. And now that I know that's your move, I'm probably gonna just give you the Garp. Draw a card, and then I'll give you one of these. Alright. I think next I just drop Sengoku. I want to say I drop Sengoku. Sengoku to cycle the red rock away. Or I could drop Marco. Let's drop Marco. This way I can trash and I can still cycle here. Draw one. Oh yeah, that's so good. There's no point in keeping the pudding. So draw another one. Got a 2K there. So we'll hit 9. I think he either gives us the blocker or no. All right, well then I'm not wasting an extra dot on these now. Not doing an extra dot on those. And then he's gonna have to like not attack with his block, or not block to like OTK me, or to attempt to OTK me. And that's not what happens, so I think we're sitting okay. We got 4 beatdowns coming into face. Even if he does whatever drops, we're not going to take more than a damage, really. Now, because the field is so full, no block. I will give him the Kuzan. Draw a card. So, let's see. Because the field is so full, I don't want to use these to bounce any of these, and definitely not that. We'll go ahead and do that and draw 2 cards. See, Marco's just so good. I'm surprised that the other guy didn't play it. It's just like it fills in the gaps here for the deck. I'll take that one. I feel like he was just waiting for that anyway, so... it fills the gap in because this deck does lose steam pretty quickly. Once you drop all your cards, there's no more additional cards coming because you don't really have the time to drop like Sengoku and stuff. So I find that hard to recoup if you don't have something that just blocks and then draws you extra cards. So what does he do? Try to go 9-9 again? 9-9, something like that. I mean, I got another Pheasant Peck. I could drop Kuzan to prevent an attack. No, I think Marco is the better choice. Marco, and then I might Sengoku first. Yeah, we'll trash the Kuzan. Draw a card. And then, what is this? Possibly an 8. Yeah, so an 8, which is 2-2. So, attack fails. He's got 9 cards. I could just stall, I think. We gotta weaken his attack back as much as we can. So he's only got 1 event counter, so it doesn't really matter to us that much because we're gonna attach 2. Oh, I guess that's his event counter. Has he used all of the other one? 1, 2, 3. Nope, he has not. All right. I think we drop this. Let's drop Tashigi first. We'll add another 2K. And then play Mark over it. We still would not have anything. We still won't have anything to bounce back with Slave Arrow, really. But I guess we'll make it work. Yeah, so he's going to force that blocker. Trashing that. Draw a card. Trashing this. Draw a card. So let's see what we got here. So he's debating on if he wants to give me the blocker. All right. So no blocker. So he has to go for a game with what he has on board, I guess. He's got to go for a game with what he has on board. I really don't want to bounce anything. I really don't want to bounce anything. But this would have been a +2. This would have been a +2, but this is also a block and a +2. But I guess I could have bounced the Sengoku. Yeah, I could have bounced the Sengoku. And then made it another usable card. I still don't think I worry here, though. Because desperate times, I'll bounce one of these. Desperate enough, and I'll bounce one of those. He's also got 7 cards in hand, which is pretty worrisome. Pretty worrisome. Whatever he does here, yeah, I'm going to counter because I need the cards. So now he's forced to 10 elders. Yeah, he's got to be forced to 10 elders. Oh, that's amazing. Last card. That wasn't amazing. That is amazing. Sorry, buddy. That's not going to be enough. No blocker. Counter. Do I toss this? Yeah, I guess we toss that. Resolve? Yep. Yeah, he had nothing left. He was gassed. And then once I clear his board... Actually, I wouldn't even need to go for his board. I could just go for game. Yeah, he lost. He was going to lose. All right, so we got that. Zoro. All right, let's do it. I still want second. And I'll keep... It's a weird one. Turn 1, no play. The only play we have is Tashigi, Searcher. Turn 2, we'll give him that. This way, best scenario for him would be to drop the Cavendish, because he's not going to Tashigi this. I don't think he would. That would be a bad move on their part to Tashigi that. Or, I mean, if he wants to go ahead and set up the 7K, I guess I understand that part. Here, I don't know, slap all 3? Nope. Stand 2? Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's a good move. I forgot about that. I forgot people do that. Oh, okay. No. I was going to give you a 7, but I'm not going to give you a freaking easy poke for 5. Deploy. I am going to trash Hina. Hina? No, Pudding. Yeah, Pudding. And then poke you 5. Probably take this. Probably take this. Yeah. Was running low on cards. Now Tashigi on that. Okay, not surprising. Take it. That's fine. Take that. I'm not giving you... What the heck's that supposed to do? Not giving you that. Do I even need to search anymore? Yes, I do, actually. So, no block, but I'll give you that. 6. Oh, I guess I'm not even going to search. because I can't afford to drop a searcher here. Alright, so 6. I guess we're trashing that. This can't attack. Draw 1. And we're going to swing for 5. If I don't draw a usable target, I think... If I don't draw a usable target, I think... Okay, this is original cost, so this is safe if I can protect it once. And all it takes is a 1k. Split that? Nope. Drops a blocker? Yep. Alright. What is my move? This doesn't really protect... Oh, I'm surprised he didn't attack with that. I don't have any other real plays here. I could do this, but it bounces to hand, so it doesn't really do anything. Unfortunate, but I guess we gotta go fishing. Ooh. That's a nice one. And then let's go ahead and trash. I guess we'll trash the slave arrow. Draw a card. So we're gonna have to hard counter some of these attacks. We're gonna have to hard counter a lot of these. But hopefully maybe they go for Kuzan. They want to go after Kuzan. Queena. To do what? You reuse those Fordon? Fine. I don't care about that. Ooh, that is... I mean, I don't think we're in a bad spot, because... I don't think we're in a bad spot at all. 7. Yeah, I'll take that. Weird order to do it in. Give you a 2k. 8. I'm gonna have to give you 2 anyway, so I'll give it to you now. This way, if you go 11 here, I think I protected 2k. Oh, I can't protect it. Yeah, I can't protect it. Should have taken that first one. No, because then I would have gone down to 0 life. No, I made the right call. All right. So we're just gonna swing there. It's an easy counter. He could counter it. Yep. All right. Since he counters that, I mean, was that even necessary? He had no plays here. I think I just Garp stun this, and I think I'd be okay. Garp. I guess we trash the Garp. Drop in the Kuzan. Draw a card. Trash in the Garp. Stunning that. Draw a card. And we end with that. We can't... What is this? If your leader rests 5 or less, then set 1 down as active. Okay. He's just trying to go for game. Okay. No block. Resolve. This is only an 8. This sucks. But I'll give you that. And then this is only an 8. Oh, but he can attack this twice. I will say no block, but I will counter. And I will counter by giving you Red Rock. Resolve. And then if he tries to swing at it again, alright, so I take that. Alright. Let's see here. I think we just take out as many cards as we can. Should I have gone for game? I feel like I could have gone for game. What does he got? Oh my god, it's the event. He got the event. Because, wait, no. I think they make you check for trigger anyway. Deploy. We're gonna cycle. Oh, that's another good one. All right, double Marco. Let's see. Double Marco. Unfortunately, we couldn't have left. We should have left a Dawn up. That was dumb. That was dumb. I think I die. 1, 2 for those. That's weird, but okay. That was a weird one. That was weird to give me extra cards like that. 10. Yeah, he's got the event. So I can stop another 10. Oh, no, he doesn't. Oh my god. We went on sheer luck here. Or his dumb attack on the Marco. We went on because he messed up. Yeah, we win because he messed up. That's funny. Yeah. Okay. I mean, whatever, dude. We take our wins when we get them. We take our wins when we get them. I guess he was just trying to get rid of a body. But that was dumb to rest the Marco and then not punch in the... Well, no, he did punch in face. Oh, but he didn't have to give me the Marco 2 cards. Yeah, I don't know the attack pattern there. I don't know the thought pattern there. Alright. That didn't feel that good. So instead of an ace, let's find another Zoro. And I still want to take second. And I will keep that. Alright, and then this will be the last game. I think we are running a little long here, probably. Here, I'm going to add this, and we'll pass. So this way, this attacks this. This hits in face. And we also drop this. Yep. So... that was... okay. I don't want to take this easy one here. I don't want to take it too early. So we'll start with this. And let's not make the mistake and use all our Dawn early. So I won't attach anything. Swing here. Then we're going to go digging. Digging. I guess I dropped that. Digging. We're going to dig for those. Draw. And pass. Let's see. 5 Dawn. He has 8 cards. Plays one of them here. Yeah, plays one of them here. Don't care. Perona can attack that. I don't care. I'll take it. Okay, so I don't have another play anyway, though. So I could just -2. Yeah. What did he add off of what's her name? Hiyori? I don't get the C. Attacking Sengoku. Reveal and draw Zephyr, Luffy. That was the last game. I don't see what they added, so that's unfortunate. I guess we pass here. God, I still don't have a good target. Still don't have a good target. So Tashigi drops the Tashigi, of course. 9, sure. 7, no. I have all 2Ks though. Draw 1. Red Rock doesn't really do much here. I'll take that one. Wow, still nothing? Okay, we got a target. Alright, so that's not a good target. Or at least not in this case right here. Because I'll end up taking a bunch of damage from that next turn. We're just gonna have to do it. Yeah, we're just gonna have to do it. That's unfortunate. But if I didn't get set up and Red Rock one of them, I'm still not in a great position because then I wouldn't have bosses out. So we're just going to have the hard counter for our lives here. We're just going to have the hard counter for our life here. Because we can't really afford anything else here. Yeah, go ahead and use... Seriously don't know. Well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Alright, so Kyoshiro. So he's going to play 2 for Kyoshiro. That was what, 5? Cavendish, 2. So no resting this turn. 2 for Kyoshiro. No block. Well, I gave him an opportunity. He didn't take it, which is nice for us. No block. Actually, I'll take that. Because I don't know what his game plan is. 9. Ooh, that's a painful one. I was really expecting that Kyoshiro to come out. So we'll swing at this for 9 then. What do you give me 2 cards for it? Nope. How about this one? Will you give me 2 cards for it? You will. How about I deploy Kuzan, trashes the Garp, stuns your Cavendish, draws 1 card, then trash Red Rock, attach 1 Dawn, get 1. Give me another card. I just gotta starve him. Just gotta starve him. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's see. 3 cards doesn't feel too bad. 2 cards in hand doesn't feel too bad. Because we can protect ourselves here. We can protect ourselves here. 8. 8 to 12. Or 8 to 13. I can go 12, counter out, but then, I mean, I'm getting hit in the face anyway. Oh, he's just going to go 13, 13. So if he does that, yeah. Good thing we caught that. So we'll do that. Trashing Marco. Draw 1, and then we'll give you a 2K on that. You can get 1, but not both. All right. Yeah. And we'll swing here. Draw 1 again. Let's see what you do. Let's see what you do. I can swing twice. I don't need to, but I can do it. Because I think we drop this and we save one of them. They would need something to rest this, and even then I still only lose one of them. And he would have to attach a bunch of Dawn. And we have 5 2Ks out of 6 cards. And then if he doesn't rest this, draw 2 more cards. Alright, this one feels better. I think I should have given him the blocker on that one. I might regret that. No. No, I don't think so. The only thing, if he would have dropped, if he could rest it, he should have rested it already. If he could rest it, he would have rested it already. So, we are okay here. Yeah, because now he's got to plan his move. He wants to go after 2 of the... He wants to go after these. Oh, he had a way to rest. It's too late now. Because I don't die. You'll die. Yeah, 7, 12 to 8, fine. You can take one of them. $14. So I think he dies. Right? Or am I doing the math wrong here? No, I don't think I do the math wrong. He's got 2 blockers. He's going to have to give them up early for this. Yeah. And I can make this a 9. Probably should have made it bigger. Cool. Alright, I'll do a rematch, but I will not be recording that. I think this video is running long. Yeah, 44 minutes. Alright, I'm doing a rematch, but have a good one, guys. I hope you guys saw that it does work. So, yeah, there we go. Rematch. And if there's anything else you guys want to see, any leader you think you want me to test out with, let me know. I'm happy to keep testing. All right, guys, have a good one. See you later.